Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Jey Uso and the OG Bloodline have finally reunited to take on Solo Sikoa's faction, with Sami Zayn also now aligning with the original Bloodline. The YEET Master and the original Tribal Chief exchanged heated words during the opening moments of the latest SmackDown episode. However, things ended with a nostalgic reunion, marking Sami's return to the ongoing saga. At WWE Survivor Series, War Games, a double-ring bout, popularly known as a War Games match, between the OG Bloodline and the new Bloodline is expected to headline the event. In this article, we'll discuss 3 signs that Jey Uso might walk out on Roman Reigns at the upcoming Premium Live event. 3. Roman Reigns has not apologized to Jey Uso. Yet a major element with serious implications for the OG Bloodline is that Roman Reigns has yet to apologize to the YEET Master. On this week's SmackDown, when Sami Zayn showed up for a family discussion, his one request to the original Tribal Chief was for Reigns to apologize to Jey Uso. However, instead of apologizing, Reigns mocked the Samoan twin, claiming he was wasting time with the honorary Uso on Raw. Even when Jey laid down the conditions for the OG Bloodline's reunion, Roman still didn't offer an apology. This refusal to apologize raises the likelihood that the former Intercontinental Champion could walk out on Roman Reigns at Survivor Series, War Games, as he could feel that he wasn't respected and things hadn't changed. 2. Roman tried to show his superiority over Jey Uso during the backstage segment. When Roman Reigns refused to agree to Sami Zayn's terms, the OG Bloodline retreated backstage after the opening moments of the Friday night show. During their backstage conversation, the OTC attempted to talk down to the Raw star, once again trying to assert his superiority. This behavior evidently didn't sit well with the YEET Master, leading him to walk out again, citing Reigns' poor treatment of Jey. This attempt to belittle Jey could be yet another indication that the 39-year-old star might walk out on Reigns at Survivor Series, War Games, if similar behavior recurs during the event. 1. Roman Reigns only cares about getting back the Ula Fala with the progression of the storyline. One thing has become clear: Roman Reigns is primarily focused on reclaiming the Ula Fala. The original Tribal Chief has made multiple attempts to get the Ula Fala back around his neck, but has failed each time. This suggests that one of the key reasons for the OG Bloodline's reunion is Reigns' apparent greed for power, symbolized by the Ula Fala. His obsession with authority seems to outweigh his concern for family, potentially leading to his moral corruption once again. If Jey Uso senses this shift, it could prompt him to walk out on Roman Reigns at the Survivor Series, War Games PLE. WWE Survivor Series, War Games is looming, and fans are eagerly anticipating the clash of alliances and grudges that will erupt inside the double steel cage. At the center of the spectacle lies the Bloodline, Roman Reigns' empire, commanded with an iron fist by the Tribal Chief himself. Yet, one member seems to be wrestling with internal conflict: Jey Uso. The tensions between Jey and Roman have become a prominent storyline, and while the two have been inseparable allies in the past, it's becoming clear that the Survivor Series, War Games, could mark a breaking point. Here are 3 key indications that Jey Uso might finally walk out on Roman Reigns at this year's Survivor Series, bringing years of tension to an explosive climax. 1. Jey's growing discontent with Roman's tyranny. From the moment Roman declared himself the head of the table, Jey Uso has been caught in a whirlwind of family loyalty and personal pride. Initially, he resisted, refusing to bend the knee. But under Roman's unrelenting pressure, Jey submitted. Over time, however, the cracks in Jey's submission have started to show. Survivor Series, War Games could be the event where he no longer suppresses his frustration. Roman's treatment of Jey over the past few months has been increasingly authoritarian, reminding fans of Jey's initial resistance. Roman's speeches about doing things for the family and keeping everyone in line have become less persuasive and more controlling, with Jey often looking visibly agitated in the background. During a recent SmackDown segment, Roman's public reprimand of Jey after he misread a cue only served to humiliate him further. This wasn't lost on the WWE Universe, who noticed Jey's clenched fists and scowling expression. Jey's discontent with Roman's behavior is no longer hidden, it's a simmering frustration that's ready to boil over. War Games could provide the perfect battleground for Jey to finally say, "Enough is enough." If there's any time to stand up to Roman, it's now, with the WWE Universe watching, and Jey knows it. 2. The influence of Solo Sikoa. In the past, Jey could rely on his brother Jimmy to share in his frustrations and help shoulder the burden of Roman's relentless control. But Jimmy's recent injury left Jey alone until Solo Sikoa entered the scene. Solo has been playing the role of Roman's new enforcer, displaying a loyalty that Jey once held. However, Solo's rise has also had a curious effect on Jey. Solo represents a possible successor to Jey's position as Roman's right-hand man, but more importantly, he serves as a reminder of what Jey once believed in. Jey's relationship with Solo has been strained, partly because he sees how Solo is becoming Roman's loyal follower without question. Jey has observed Roman slowly molding Solo into a version of himself, obedient, unquestioning, and ruthless. For Jey, watching his younger brother fall into Roman's web brings back memories of his own submission to Roman's authority. Jey has shown signs of wanting to protect Solo from becoming another victim of Roman's manipulation. During a backstage segment on SmackDown, Jey subtly hinted at Solo to think twice before doing everything Roman says, only for Solo to brush him off. This was a significant moment that revealed Jey's unease with Roman's influence on Solo. If Jey sees War Games as a moment to stand up not only for himself, but also to shield Solo, it could be the catalyst he needs to walk out on Roman. 3. A possible alliance with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Jey Uso's potential rebellion wouldn't be complete without allies who understand the cost of Roman's reign. Enter Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, two superstars who have been thorns in the Bloodline's side for years. Owens and Zayn have been vocal about Roman's tyranny and have tried, time and again, to open Jey's eyes to the reality of his loyalty. Recently, Sami Zayn, once an honorary Uso himself, reached out to Jey during a tense moment backstage, urging him to consider life outside the Bloodline. Sami's words struck a chord with Jey, reminding him of his initial resistance to Roman. "You're better than this, Jey," Sami said, a statement that lingered in Jey's mind long after the conversation ended. In a brief backstage encounter with Kevin Owens, Owens echoed Sami's sentiments, warning Jey that Roman's loyalty is conditional and could turn on him at any moment. At War Games, Owens and Zayn are likely to form alliances with others who share their desire to end Roman's reign. Jey may see their team as an opportunity to break free from the Bloodline's grasp. If he joins forces with Owens and Zayn, it would send a powerful message to Roman. Jey isn't afraid to stand against his own family if it means reclaiming his freedom. The seeds of doubt have been planted in Jey's mind, and War Games could be the stage where he finally sides with those who have his back, rather than a leader who only seeks to control him. Final thoughts. As WWE heads into Survivor Series, War Games, the tension between Roman Reigns and Jey Uso is nearing its boiling point. Jey's discontent with Roman's oppressive rule, his growing concern for Solo, and the influence of allies like Owens and Zayn all point to a powerful decision on the horizon. Jey Uso walking out on Roman Reigns would be a landmark moment in WWE storytelling, a moment where one man chooses self-respect and freedom over subservience and domination. Roman may believe he has secured Jey's loyalty, but the tribal chief has underestimated the power of defiance. Survivor Series, War Games could very well be the night that Jey Uso finally stands tall, breaks free from Roman's grasp, and sets himself on a path toward independence. For Jey, this is no longer about family, it's about breaking the chains that have held him back for too long. With each passing week, Jey's rebellion becomes more likely, and the WWE Universe is watching with bated breath. If there's ever been a time for Jey Uso to walk out on Roman Reigns, it's now. War Games could be the battlefield where he takes his destiny into his own hands, rewriting his story as the WWE superstar who refused to be controlled.